just start by saying who I am and what I'm doing today. So my name is Leah from the PR department of AudaCity Capital, and we're currently just conducting interviews with a few of our traders to find out about their trading journey and how they got to the place they are today. So my first question for you is just to introduce yourself and then explain how you got into trading and how you came up from there to get to the place that you are in the industry today.
Okay, yep. My name is Con Alexander, or Constantinos, but Con's easier. Started trading about, well, learning on my own from, I'd say, 10, 12 years ago. Delving into it on and off up until nearly 3 years ago, and did some big courses and invested in myself. And from that point on, I've stepped it up a notch or two and been working towards training professionally. So it's been a solid, slow but solid journey to get to where I am today. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds great. So you did you learn by yourself how to trade, or did you have any educational background in trading, or did you take any mentorships or anything like that?
Um, for to start with, it was all learning on my own through trial and error, um, dipping my toes in, getting a feel of the markets and how and what and where and all that sort of thing. So, but as I did that, I realized there's so much to it that I need to invest in myself and do a course or two. So I did a couple of courses, um, which helped a lot. So it took out a lot of guesswork and had me see the markets from a different perspective. Yeah, um, so yeah, there's no rushing into things anymore. Um, lots more analysis and patience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think a lot more people are doing what you're doing now instead of going down a more educational background in like
Yeah.
banking or business. They're deciding to learn from scratch from themselves and then branch out to a mentor. And it seems to be working really well for the people that I've talked to that have did that. Is they learn on their
Yeah.
own and they learn the valuable things such as like the psychology, like patience, like you said. So yeah, definitely that's very impressive.
Yeah.
So did you have any challenges or obstacles that have devastated or even ruined your trading, and how did you overcome them at all? Just I know a lot of people who maybe like blew their accounts too fast, had a hit to their confidence, anything like that?
Um, I have on and off. Markets seem to ground people where your confidence grows um, sometimes faster than you would like. You do tend to crash and burn, but um, I've learned to bounce back, which is good. So instead of blowing accounts and learning the expensive way, I've stopped, walk away, reset, reassess, and instead of beat myself up about a mistake, I would learn from it and get back in and undo the loss and get back to where I started and think, okay, um, yeah, I guess learn from mistakes and not to repeat them. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah, definitely. I think that's also a thing that traders need to hear as well. That it's okay to
yeah,
mess up sometimes as well, as long as you learn from it and overcome it. So yeah, definitely.
well, that's right. There's no winning trades 100% of the time. That doesn't exist. But yeah, it's
Yeah,
all about strategy. Yeah.
yeah, definitely. So my next question is: you are a part of the funded trader program with AudaCity Capital, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, so how has that been for you so far? And do you have any feedback, or are you liking it so far? How's your performance been? Just any feedback in general.
Um, Feedback, well, um, the only negative really is the MT4 platform itself. I, I, I sort of moved away from using that platform years ago. Um, and, I spent most of my time on a professional platform, which I did the best on. But having to go back into the MT4 was a bit of um, a you know, a negative for me. But I thought that's okay, it doesn't matter. I shouldn't let emotion get in the way. Um, but yeah, um, I haven't been as successful on the MT4 as I am with the professional platform, but that's okay. The capital's still there. I'm doing okay. I'm just having to um, get comfortable with the MT4, I guess, compared to what I have been using. So um, that's only a small negative. It's something I'll get used to and work around. Um, Other than that, I can't complain. I'm happy. Um, yeah, it's all going well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Um,
great. I will definitely pass on your feedback though about MT4 and see if there
yeah,
is
it's
anything that can be done or any feedback around that. So I'll definitely pass that on. Um,
yeah,
so
it's a
yeah,
good platform. It's just a bit limited and uh, it seems very limiting.
yeah,
As far as
I will
functionality.
definitely pass that feedback on for you.
It's very
But other than that,
antiquated.
I'm glad you're having a good time with the Funded Trader program. That's great to
Yeah,
hear.
oh, it's good. I'm enjoying it, and yeah, I'm protecting the capital and you know being modest and yeah, um, what's the word? Um, Risk management is way up there, which is good. So
Yeah, that's great to hear. That's great to hear.
yeah.
Um, so my last question is a bit of a tricky one, but I asked it to every one of the traders that I interview, and it is,
Mhm.
what is the best advice you could give to someone who's just starting their trading journey? So this may be something that you might have wanted to hear when you started your trading journey, something that really changed the way that you that you started trading.
Um, the biggest one I would say is, well, education, which apart from dealing with the technicalities, at the same time deals with psychology and changes the way you view the markets, and in turn then helps you make better decisions. So, um, I mean, look, some people attack the markets on their own with no help whatsoever. Um, I don't think that's the road to success. Um, Patience and education, um, which will touch on your mindset and also help undo um, bad habits. Um, because although we might think we don't have any, we all tend to sort of, you know, develop them. And unlearning what you've already taught yourself is a challenge in itself, for, sometimes. But with the right education, you can, if you're patient enough, reset that and um, yeah, move forward from a different point of perspective. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's great advice. Yeah, that's definitely something that people need to hear sometimes. So yeah, I think that is really good advice, especially for
Yeah.
maybe someone who's watching from our
Well,
channel who is just starting their trading journey. So yeah, that's great advice.
that's right. I mean, individuals can be cowboys and think, oh no, I've got this, I'll sort this out. Trust me, the markets humble you. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, definitely. That's great
yeah,
advice.
yeah,
So
that's right.
I think that's everything from me today. So thank you so much for this interview. It's been lovely
Ah,
speaking to you today. and
You
hopefully
too.
in a
Good to
few
talk to
weeks
you.
or months we can catch up again and see how you're doing with us and see how you're trading.
Okay.
So thank you so much for today.